What's up guys, XHour Kiwis here and welcome to my first FIFA 19, well I'm going to say tutorial video slash live gameplay video because it's basically a tutorial but like there's not that much I need to show. So instead I'm just going to play the first half of a game where I go 5-0 up in the first half and then just show a few little tricks and stuff to keep the ball after that. And of course that'll show how I score goals, how I keep possession, how I defend, etc. But I'm live at the minute to show you the team, tactics, player instructions, etc. And then I'm going to go post-com for the first half of the game and then of course talk through certain things as well. So this is the team that I'm used. I'm doing this after I've played the game, so I can't remember if I used Paulista or if I used Lenglet. Either way, they're both good. Lenglet will definitely do you a job and he's a cheaper version of someone like Umtiti because he gets the same links. And this Paulista card is actually really good and he gets a strong link to Kondogbia and a link to Alisson to get him on Ken. So in game I switch to 4-4-2. I always go the wrong way on this. 4-4-2, just basic. Ben Yedder stayed up top, Was came in the middle. Kondogbia gets subbed off straight away for Dembele because he's 5-star, and Ben Yedder's 5-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot shot, sorry. Dembele is no longer 5-star skill moves, unfortunately, but both 5-star weak foot, which makes a big difference. Ben Yedder cutting in on his left foot is basically a 5-star, basically left-footed as well, and then Hazard and Promet on the left, cutting on the right because they've only got a 4-star weak foot. So obviously their stronger foot I want on that side, whereas the 5-star weak foot it doesn't matter because they're basically that footed as well. Kovacic and Was, like you'll see their shooting is only 76 and 69, but you'll see in game like anybody with any sort of shooting like 70 plus can score long shots on this game. 75 long shots for Kovacic. Was has 77, but you'll see in game like they score bangers for fun. Pretty much all I do is cut inside, but I'll talk about that in game. Tactics, I've left them completely default, as you can see. Left everything exactly the same, just because people always ask me what your tactics are, etc., player instructions, and definitely in squad battles they literally mean no different. Like they play exactly the same. Usually, I'm not gonna lie, I do play pressure on heavy touch and put the width and depth up a bit, just because I like to close down a lot more and a lot quicker. But yeah, it honestly really doesn't make that much of a difference. So I was just playing on default. You can reset them by pressing X, and that's exactly what I play on. And instructions are completely default again. Sorry, I don't change anything on them. So default tactics, default instructions, and 4-4-2 in game. So that's the team that I use. Let's go and get into the gameplay. So here we are going into the game, and you'll see on the screen I have got a 3-0 loss there. It's literally because I can't play squad battles this week anyway due to having so much work on the weekend. Like I've got an 11-hour shift on Saturday and like an 8-hour shift on Sunday, and I just wouldn't be able to fit the games in along with weekend league. So I'm literally just doing this for a video. I went 1-0 up and then conceded to go 1-1, so I just dashboarded the game and quit out of that because there was no need to play it. However, I did play an 85 rated team here with 100 chem, 4-1-2-1-2 formation. As you can see, steady team. Someone like Costa is difficult to play against on squad battles just because the height and the shot, like any shot that they have, seems to go in. But as you can see here, I switch into the 4-4-2. As I said, Dembele gets subbed on to the right and Kondogbia comes off, and that's all I do. So you'll see from this game here, literally all I do when it comes to playing squad battles nowadays is just take long shots. Like you'll see I get to this position, start fake shotting, a couple of drag backs straight away there. I didn't do anything apart from just went for a timed finesse. That is the biggest tip that I can give to somebody if they want to get better at this game. Learn time shooting, because like that's so OP. I go for it there again, a time finesse. Just every single shot basically is exactly the same. If you don't know how to do a time shot still, I'm sure somebody's got a tutorial on their video. Hashtag Mike, well, Mike LaBelle now has got one. As you can see, I score one there straight away. Didn't actually time it well, but because the finesses on this game are so OP, it goes in anyway. I actually think I hit it a bit late and it still went in. That angle is pretty much a goal every single time. But yeah, I'm sure Mike LaBelle's done a tutorial on it. All you do is, it's the low driven from last FIFA. You press B, and then you press B again just as you kick the ball, and now time it. You'll see a bar above your head, or like a colour above your head. If you hit it perfect, it comes up green, and the pad usually vibrates a little bit. If you come up yellow, then it means you've hit it a little bit early, and if it comes up white, it means that you've hit it too late. But if you hit it too late, it doesn't matter, because if you hit it too late, it'll do a regular finesse shot, just like you've not double tapped B at all, so just like you've gone for a normal finesse. If you hit it red, obviously you've just timed it horribly, and you wouldn't expect it to go anywhere near the goal. I've done a stop and turn there. It doesn't work anywhere near as well as last FIFA, unfortunately. I've done a live game instead of an actual tutorial like I done last video, because honestly there's not a lot to speak about. The defending, I literally just run around with one player and then just switch if it gets near a player. The stop and turns don't really work this year. The fake shots don't work anywhere near as well. The scoop turns don't really work at all. Low drivens don't really work. Like, the only shot I go for here, as you can see again now, I go for a finesse. Just like, there's not really any need to do a tutorial. Squad battles this year doesn't really make you better at the game as well, because the time finishing is very weird. Like, the time finishing on squad battles compared to online is completely different. I've played like 100 squad battles games now, and like roughly 100 offline games, and the time finishing is not the same. You can time one perfectly offline, and you go for that exact same time, and you'll hit it too early online. Like, the way that it timed between offline and online just isn't the same. I don't know why. Like, you'd think it'd be the same, but I don't know if it's because of a delay that you get online or something. But yeah, it's not the same. Corners as well are horrible to defend against the AI. Like, 9 times out of 10, the goal that I concede is a cross or a corner. Just because if they've got somebody like Ramos there, like, from a standing still corner, they're running onto it, he's going to jump a million miles in the air, and it's very rare that the computer missed chances on this game. But again, you'll see I'm attacking through the middle of the pitch. I'm probably going to look at going onto his right side and going for a finesse. That's exactly what I've done there. Again, didn't time it too well, but the finesses on this game are just so OP. As I've said before, he didn't actually like properly finesse it either. That is a finesse shot, but for some reason he was straight onto the ball and has done more of an outside of the boot kind of finish, as you'll see on the replay. But again, same position, to the right of the goal, just near post to the keeper, and they just can't get there. Passing on this game isn't great at all. Like, you literally need to play safe on pretty much every pass that you do. Through balls don't work too well either. You'll see again I'm just running around with one player, and the first goal against squad battles is huge, by the way. I'm not sure why, but if you go 1-0 up, their AI just completely falls to bits. I actually think I score a low driven here, which is actually pretty good because I don't score many online. Again, that's a timed low driven finish. I wouldn't recommend them too well. They're hard to perform. You've got to press the LB, RB, and then shoot. And then if you want to time it, of course, press B again. Along with aiming it, you need to use a lot of fingers. And I know a lot of people have trouble when they're doing low drivens this FIFA because you've got to press LB and RB at the same time. I know a lot of people have said that they're chipping it first because like they're pressing LB too early or before they've held RB as well. I'm actually quite good at them because I've got used to them. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend them too well. If you get in that position, usually if you just press B on this FIFA, they're usually flying across the keeper anyway, which I don't know if that's good or not. Keepers are pretty good on this game. I'm guessing I go for a finesse there. I do exactly the same again. Finesse that same corner. I timed it too early that time, I think, which is why I didn't go in. If I timed it late, it probably would have done. I'm surprised I didn't go for a finesse there. I'll probably go for one here though. Cut back, I'm expecting. Yeah, drag back into the space. Like, it's literally the same thing every single time. I know I'm just going to keep repeating what I'm saying, but that's with Wasp with like 77 long shots. Like, it's literally just time finesses. This is why when people ask me what I do, literally nothing. Like, a drag back into space there, that doesn't take skill in my eyes. Like, this game in my eyes doesn't take skill. This is why, if you watch Nepentez's videos, he said that squad battles doesn't make you a better player on this FIFA, and I completely agree. Like, that isn't going to work online. against half decent opponents. Like, they're not going to let you just drag back onto their strong foot there. Of course, like, if you're good at attacking, like I am usually at FIFA Online, you can work around that. But like, if you're just a casual and you're working all of your positions from squad battles online and then try and do that online, like, it's just not going to work. They're going to read you every single time going for that edge of the box finesse, and there's literally no other way to score against a computer because they let you have it. Like, they let you have the ball on the edge of the box and shoot, and obviously you're going to do it. You're not going to go out of your way to not score a long shot when there's like a 20% chance you're going to score a through ball and then score on a low driven or something, when there's a 90% chance you can score a long shot. They do all of a sudden turn into B sometimes, the AI, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. I speak to my mate who's a top 10 squad battles player as well, and like literally every single goalie you can see is bullshit. Like, there's nothing to say against that. Most of the time they will score a completely aged goal. Like, they'll cross it in, you'll header it out, it'll fall to them, and they'll whack it in from 30 yards on Busquets' left foot or something. Like, you've got to expect to concede them sort of goals against the AI, just because that's the sort of goals that they concede. Ultimate on this game is ridiculous, by the way. I've played a few games against it. I can beat it 5-0 and score 5 goals, but like, I could go from beating Ultimate 5-0 to losing 4-1. Like, honestly, if they've got a tall winger and they cross it into him, it's a goal pretty much every single time. Like, I remember playing against excuse me, the Traore right winger in Liga 1. Not sure what his first name is, but he's about 6'3" with like 99 jumping or something. And I won the game 6-5, but he scored 5 headers against me in the game. Like, it's impossible to defend. That goal there, I actually did score. I timed it perfectly. I'm not sure if you can see the green above his head when I hit it, but I timed that perfectly. And if you time it well, like if you time it perfect, it usually goes above the keeper's hand when they dive. You'll see here again, one touch, and it's above the keeper into the top corner, and the keeper can't do anything about it. Online as well, people move their keeper across, so them sort of finesses are a lot harder. Like, if you play somebody good and they move the keeper, they can read them, so you're not going to be able to score them. Then you're going to have to worry about doing a drag back, try to shoot the other side, and squad battles just doesn't help you for online at all. Defending, it does a bit, because again, you're just using the AI to defend. That's the best thing to do. Run around with one player and just let the AI defend for you, covering through balls and marking, etc. But that's the first half. I'm just going to show you a few clips in a second to show you a way to keep the ball in the second half. It's just one clip, but like, it's so OP that it's ridiculous. You'll see there, 12 shots, 8 on target. I think all of them were outside of the box apart from one. Unfortunately, that's the way to play against a computer this year. It's not fun at all, I can admit that. I'm just waiting for the clip to load here. You'll see that it was 5-0. All you do to keep the ball second half is a half drag back. Like this on the screen here, you can sit there and you can do this all second half up until about the 75th minute, where they start to close you down. If you don't know how to do this, a full drag back, all you do is you hold RB and then you pull the analog stick down in the direction that you want to go. So here I would just hold it down all the way to the right, sorry, because I'm going backwards to the right, and he'll do a full turn. However, if you just click it down rather than putting the analog stick all the way down, I'm sure there's a tutorial on it somewhere again, but yeah, you just half click it down, you'll see him run back, and you can do this all the way up until the 75th minute. You see, I don't like going to middle of the goal just in case you lose it, so you run out wide again, and then you start doing it again. Your player will start turning, but again, at some point you can then just switch play, and then start doing it again with the left back instead. As I said, you can do this up to the 75th minute, and then they start to close you down. But from there, just go defensive, stop the just go defensive, keep the ball. You can still pass it around, and then yeah, easiest way to keep the ball. But that's my tutorial for now. Also, I'm recording this on a new computer, so the graphics should be pretty top notch. They should be really good now, hopefully. Let me know down in the comments if this actually helped you, and if you'd like to see more of these for online or foot champs or something. But I really appreciate you guys being here and choosing to click on the video. If you could, of course, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, then that would be very much appreciated. that's going to be the end of the video for me. Thanks for watching.